about the ANC in Limpopo. They're concerned that its youth league had its elective conference collapse on Saturday. This as the league spent at least 40 hours trying to tally credentials for the conference to continue, but failed. Newzroom Africa's Pelane Phakgadi spoke to provincial spokesperson Donald Selamolela.
The African National Congress Youth League here in Limpopo has collapsed on Saturday evening. That is due to the credentials not tallying, we are told, and the African National Congress PEC, that is the mother body, of course, has some sort of response as far as that is concerned. They feel that this is a costly exercise, and they may just want to wait it out a little bit so that the young lions could be able to find themselves proper, be able to be in a position to ensure that their credentials could tally up before they then put out another date of a provincial conference. So let's bring in Donald Selamolela, the ANC PEC spokesperson here in Limpopo. Donald, an unfortunate circumstance behind you is what the PEC had, including other people, may have paid for, hoping to see the young lions being able to finally formally constitute themselves. And your response?
Look, it's quite unfortunate that the circumstances had to play themselves the way they played themselves out. But look, like I said earlier on when I was interacting with your station, that it's a painful trajectory that we have to go through. It's a trajectory, Pelane, of renewal. It's a trajectory of trying to revive the ANC Youth League, but also a trajectory that we have put the Youth League in the hands of its rightful owners to rebuild it and decide how they want it to be rebuilt. As the ANC, we can only provide the channel, we can only provide the platform and support. As you are saying, this is the type of support that we've been providing to the Youth League. We would have wished that this conference sit, as I said earlier on, and produce the leadership, rightful leadership that will take the province forward and take the ANC Youth League generally forward. But be that as it may, we're informed that on the basis of credentials, they could not find each other on credentials, on cleaning the credentials and so forth and so on. But we'll get a proper report on Monday from the PCPC leadership, and then we'll be able to interrogate that and be able to determine what then becomes the next course of action. It's our wish, is the wish of the ANC collective. As I've said earlier on, that we'll be here, the leadership of the province will be here. But what we can't do is to fiddle directly with their processes. We don't want to be involved in their processes. We want them to say the credentials are ready, cleaned, the reports are adopted, you can now come and address us. That's what we came here for, and we are optimistic that we were optimistic that it would sit. But unfortunately, as it played itself this way, we look forward to getting their report and make a determination going forward as to what must happen.
Donald Selamolela is the spokesperson of the African National Congress here in Limpopo. And of course, one of the issues that were being raised by the delegates here is that there were talks of the so-called elders of the African National Congress that were seemingly meddling in the affairs of who will then become leaders of this particular conference, coming out of this particular conference, and they were having keen interest, and hence there was just a lot of activities to do, even leading towards the adoption of the credentials. But I'm sure, as already heard earlier on, there were clarity was given from the ANC PCPC, ANC Youth League PCPC, saying that it is only credentials and nothing to do with exterior forces trying to meddle in the affairs of the Youth League. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Pelane Phakgadi in Mokopane, Limpopo.